This is what we're
the energy.
looking for.
It will not be nice. You may think I'm copying, but like I like your energy, I like your vibe. You know why? Because I feel like you're genuine, you're real. But please try and understand us. Try and understand. Even if the mother with the she continue to say, you know what I'm saying.
For me, I'll change it for anybody that actually come with you.
You're saying anybody, say it to her to stand in front of you. Like, I'm trying to talk to you and you're not allowing me to talk to you. But then you have a problem.
It's only been the first night in Biggie's house, and these 12 housemates, they started giving us drama already. You know what? Grab a cup of tea, because this gist you're about to listen to, it's a lot. It's a lot. A choke. So you will definitely need a cup of tea to help you relax as you listen to this video. Watch till the end, because the first alliance, ladies and gentlemen, has been created already. The first bonded friendship has been created already. Someone, or should I say some people, have started stamping the authority all over the house, trying to stand as the main character. As I pointed out in my previous video, guys, I'm going to be labeling those housemates who are guilty of this. There is a lot. There is a lot. So if you don't want to miss out on anything, watch to the end of this video and ensure that you share your own thoughts in the comment section below. With that said, let's just quickly get into the video as we unpack all the juicy tea from the first night in Biggie's mansion. Hey, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Bbnaija. This is Frankly Speaking with Glory, and I am the girl with the tea. If this is your first time coming across my video, my channel, you are absolutely welcome. Thank you so much for clicking to watch, but please do not forget to hit the red subscribe button to become a part of this family. Simply do exactly what you see on your screen to subscribe and be notified of my videos whenever I upload a new one. Now, all of that said, let's quickly get into unpacking. So first off, the housemates started off with the same old, same old. That's the introductions, yes. So they started introducing themselves to one another on the dining table. So it was quite a very interesting introduction, yes. I mean, it's nothing more than what we actually heard them say about themselves on stage, but they actually extended it by sharing more about their likes and dislikes. They also shared more about their pet peeves. They talked about if they were single or available to mingle, that's their relationship status. And guys, from all what the 12 housemates disclosed, it was quite obvious that aside from Kes, who declared, you know, that he's a married person, the rest of the other housemates, most of them, they talked about, well, I'm single but not ready to mingle. For the likes of Daniela said that she's single till the day she gets married. And I'm like, okay, this is now like algebra. Because honestly, I just did not even know how to wrap my head around it. Like, babe, do you have a relationship out there or not? Why don't you just go ahead and say it? Or are you looking forward to building one in the house? Or are you the type of person that would want to date one person till the day you end up marrying that one person? What exactly is your flavor? What exactly do you like? Yes, I mean, guys, it was kind of confusing. But then for others, they also declared that they were actually single and probably ready to mingle. For other people, they're single and not searching. Now, whilst they were busy declaring their relationship status, I'm going to be frank with you all, I did not really buy what they were all saying, hook, line, and sinker, for several reasons. Number one, there are only 12 in the house at the moment. They are not complete as far as I'm concerned. We do not even know how many more housemates Big Brother will be introducing on the second launch show. And also maybe when Big Brother has a twist, we don't know if he will be introducing another housemate much later in the season. So I just all these people are saying, we're going to find out as the show progresses. And then secondly, because there were certain things that I started seeing much later, you know, certain kind of vibes that were brewing here and there, some kind of impromptu bonds that were already forming. And I'm thinking, you people, you don't even know if it's only 12 of you that are going to be playing this game this season. You people are already creating alliances. Don't worry, guys, I'm going to spill the beans about all of those alliances and friendships that have already started forming. So afterwards, they decided to play again. Now, some of them were suggesting that you should play truth or dare, and thank God, somebody had the sense and the brain to refute vehemently that they should not play truth or dare. And guys, I was happy because if they had played truth or dare, I would have dragged them. Honestly, I would have dragged them, I would have cancelled them, because I've said this 1 million times and over that we're sick and tired of the truth or dare game. Let it end with the shine your eye season. I mean, they can play it in this season, but it doesn't have to be on the very first night, guys. I mean, it's so redundant. Anyways, they played Never Have I Ever, and it was quite interesting because alcohol was flowing, they were drinking, and the likes of Beauty and Fina, guys, they had a lot to drink. And at some point, it felt as though Beauty was kind of intoxicated with alcohol. It seemed like she was almost drunk. And with that intoxication came along a new persona for Beauty the moment alcohol stepped in to a maximum level. For Beauty, she became a chatterbox.
I'm the kind of girl that I write my fucking goals down. Like, are you joking? Like, no want to play. Let's play. See me, Victoria, I'm lit now. What are you saying? Get gay. I'm just happy down by the vibe. Are you joking?
And she was almost gonna be bullying the likes of Christy, the likes of Daniela, and the likes of Fina. Guys, when I tell you that drama has started, you're not even ready at all. But let's move on. First things first that I noticed, Christy did not play the Never Ever Ever game with the housemates. Nah, she went to bed. I think immediately after they were done with the introductions, she went to bed. And something actually played a role in triggering her to go to bed early. So whilst they were doing their introductions, even before the introductions even started, Beauty was already stamping authority here and there. Her voice was the most heard voice. Like, she was already, you know, basically giving that main character energy I pointed out in my previous video already. And Christy had wasted no time in stating that one of the things that she does not really like is people who tend to want to make it look like they are too smart, who want to make it look like they are smarter than every other person in the room. Now, guys, I kind of felt like she was kind of referring to the likes of Fina, to the likes of Beauty, who were already, you know, spreading their energy, their main character energy all over the room. And then it seemed as though Beauty was very, very fast to catching her sub, because she came back with some responses for Christy. And it was quite interesting to see how Beauty was not ready to back down at all. I mean, girl was seriously standing her ground, and that kind of put off Christy a bit. Yes. So immediately after the whole introductory session and all that, she had gone to bed, which in my opinion was a very, very bad idea, because a truckload of events and activities and drama and a bit of violence happened afterwards. And once again, I will say this, that it was just a very, very wrong idea, a very, very wrong move, a very, very wrong strategy for Christy to have gone to bed that early. I mean, every single one of the housemates that stayed awake last night, they ended up creating a very, very powerful impression on me, and I'm sure on many of the viewers who stayed awake to watch them, you know, talk and banter all through the night up until the morning. Yes, I mean, they made a huge impression. And oh, aside the Never Ever Ever game, they also shared their first impressions about one another, and I found it quite interesting. Yes, I mean, I just laid back watching these housemates trying to sound very woke, especially the likes of Beauty once again. Yes, guys, I know that some of you are wondering, why is Groovy mentioning Beauty a lot? Don't worry, I'm going to spill the tea about that as well. Now, they were trying to sound very, very woke. They were trying to sound all goody two shoes. Most of it, they were trying to sound like, I don't have any problem with you, oh, but if you come for me, I'll come for you. You know, that kind of vibe. Oh, if you say this about me, oh, I'm not this kind of person, but if you trigger me, you get a reaction. Oh, before you see my reaction, just know that there's been an action already. You know, that kind of thing. They were just like setting the boundaries already. They were already putting disclaimers out there. Oh, this is who I am, blah, blah, blah. Oh, first time I saw you as this. And they had a lot of nice things to say about each other, yeah, or one another. But then when it now got to Fina, guys, I felt like, nah, there was some kind of gang up. I'm sorry to say, but that was the way it came across.
I don't have any problem with her being extroverted. Like, my only problem is when you use your own extroverted I jam you back. That's it.
I mean, I was watching Beauty confronting Fina, or should I use the word confronting or should I say addressing? I don't even know which one to use at the moment, but it came across as one person that is trying so hard to be the main character once again, to be the main character, and then there's one other person who is sort of dragging that position with her, you know, contesting or competing for that particular position, and then she's trying to intimidate the person by setting the person up for drags by the rest of the housemates. And guys, it was so funny how the rest of the housemates fell for it, and they bought it hook, line, and sinker. So Beauty was confronting, or should I say addressing, Fina and telling her that, oh, she's too loud, and listen, I can match your energy, but you need to understand that, oh, and when you also talk as much as you want, know that other people too should talk, you know, that kind of thing. Just basically telling the girl that she was too loud, she shouldn't be talking too much. And yes, guys, I totally agree with Beauty Shao. I mean, Fina was very, very loud. People are talking and she's interjecting, but it wasn't Fina that was the only person that was doing it. Beauty was literally doing the same damn thing. She was doing the same thing, and the only difference between what both of them were doing was that Fina was just being very, very, you know, sarcastic and playful with hers, whilst Beauty was doing hers straight up. And because of the way she had actually imposed herself on the rest of the housemates, they were not really coming for her like that. They were not really shutting her up. But because Fina was adding a bit of comedy to hers, yeah, she calls herself the female hype priestess. Yeah, she's a hype woman in clubs and parties and stuff like that. They were really clamping on her. And guys, I was really disappointed because I felt like, wow, these housemates, they're just being completely, I don't know, should I say hoodwinked or should I say blindfolded by this act of, oh, solidarity that Beauty is trying to present to them. Now, she's making it look like, oh, she's speaking for everybody, whereas they do not realize that this girl is just basically stamping her authority that, hey, I am the one in charge here. And immediately after Beauty spoke, another housemate that took it up from there was Khalid.
It's not just about you anymore. You know, you have everybody around you. So from time to time, people go and talk. When they see something this way, they guys tell you. So I will calm down. You know, make people tell you still. You know, it doesn't mean that you should change.
I mean, guys, the way Khalid even described Fina's personality, guys, I felt really bad for Fina. He made it look like she was a pest. He described her like that one person that's just a pest, that's just a plague. Oh, she shouldn't come close. And I just felt like, nah, come on, no, this should not be happening. What's his name now? Fam Savior, Fam Sam, I can't really remember that guy's name. Yeah, Savior. Yeah, Savior also said something similar, and I'm like, come on, this should not be happening. I mean, hey, they all have a right to express themselves the way they want. However, Fina got really down from all of their statements. Yes, it made her feel really down. She felt really bad, and she kind of withdrew into her shell a bit. And at that point in time, I said, no way. This is definitely a gang up engineered by Beauty herself. I mean, the rest of these housemates, they're obviously intimidated by, you know, the obviously loudest person in the house. But then what they're not realizing is that Fina is not the loudest person in the house at the moment. It's obviously Beauty. And this girl completely, oh God, guys, spot on strategy from Beauty, spot on. But then I liked the fact that Kes was of an entirely different opinion. Yes, I love what he said. He said, listen, that he is from the south of Nigeria, that's Warri, Delta State, and what's her name now? Fina is from Edo, yes, and that is their personality. They are kind of loud, they're very, very forward, they're outspoken, they're very, very vocal, they're expressive, they're assertive, and he does not have any issues with that, and he does not see anything wrong in that. And guys, to be very honest, the moment Kes made that statement, I just said, yes, this is one housemate that definitely knows how to not follow the crowd, because it was very obvious that the likes of Khalid and Savior were following the crowd. Amaka as well was also following the crowd. Oh, and speaking of Amaka, guys, I don't know if I was the only one that was seeing it. Are we gonna have another Dorothy Batcher this season? Because I don't know if I was the only one that was seeing it too, but Amaka was just basically trying to make eye contact with the cameras.
When I say if she jam me, if she jam me, I go jam her. If you jam me, I go jam.
She wanted to go and meet with Beauty in the kitchen when she was dancing and shaking belly, doing whatever. She was eyeing the camera, like she was literally looking at the cameras. And I'm wondering, like, I don't understand. Did you come to just come and look at the camera? Like, babe, do your thing. Have your conversation. Why are you trying to put yourself in our face? We see you already. Get away from the cameras. But no, this girl was literally looking for a way to just be in the eyes of the cameras. And I was getting annoyed already. I was getting irritated. But then let me just chill because, hey, it's only been the first night, right? So let me just calm down. Now, speaking of friendships that have started brewing in the house, the very obvious one is between Daniela and Brian and Daniela and Beauty. However, you see that friendship dynamics that's brewing between Daniela and Beauty, guys. There's something that's going to go off very soon, and I'm keeping my fingers crossed and patiently waiting to see the day it's going to explode. It's like a ticking time bomb. Now, something quite interesting happened. Remember, at the start of this video, I told you all that Beauty has sort of, entered Christy's head. She has sort of entered Fina's head, and then she also successfully entered Daniela's head. Now, I've talked about the other two. This is what she did with Daniela. Now, all through the evening, all through the night, Daniela and Brian, they had this beautiful chemistry, like some kind of siblings vibe, like kind of buddy, good friends vibe, to the point that Brian even assisted Daniela with one of his earrings. And I felt like that was really sweet. That was a very, very sweet moment. That was a very, very adorable moment, especially for the first night of these two people meeting each other for the first time, right? So Beauty was seeing all of these things. Now, Beauty now later mentioned that she and Brian, they have a mutual friend. Now, she had mentioned a certain Elijah person. That's the person's son. I'm like, okay, my father's name. Yeah, so she had mentioned that. And then she was now directly and indirectly telling Brian that, I'm just looking at you and Daniela. You see this party that both of you are doing. Me and you, that kind of thing. Like, she was just basically insinuating that whatever friendship that Brian is brewing with Daniela, it's only going to be kind of transient, yes, because she's going to come in the picture, guys. It was just like an outright dare, or like an outright warning to Daniela that, hey, whatever you're having with this person, we have a mutual friend. So at the end of the day in this house, Brian is going to be my friend, not yours. And guys, the way she put it, he enter where? He enter, like the thing enter Daniela. And lo and behold, it was after that, spillage from Beauty that Daniela had also taken her leave and gone to bed.
Sad. Are you sure?
I'm very sure.
Are you sure? Don't allow anyone to mess with your energy.
I said, Chai! This Beauty, she came prepared. She definitely did. Now, as for Beauty, it was before she had made that statement to Daniela and Brian that she had gone to go and hug Daniela. Both of them had stayed together like besties, and they were talking about, oh, you're my friend, that kind of thing. And I'm like, now wash out. Things are going to be happening this season, guys. However, I want to give some accolades to Beauty. And before I go ahead to do so, let me just put this disclaimer out there. I do not know Beauty from anywhere. I'm only going to be speaking based off of what I saw live and direct on my screen, all right, on my TV screen. Now, this is the thing, yeah? Beauty really played a powerful strategy for the very first night of being in Biggie's Level Up mansion. And this is what we also talked about during our FSWG Saturday YouTube live stream. I mean, it's what we wanted. We talked about it. That was a question I asked you all, that if you were to find yourself in Biggie's house on the very first night, what kind of strategy would you play out? And a lot of us, Mr. A lot of us talked about, how we're going to, cause drama, cause violence in Biggie's house on the very first night. And guys, that was exactly what Beauty did. And I loved it. It was annoying at some point, yeah, because she became a very, very annoying, irritating chatterbox. But I loved it because that is how it should be. That is what we want to see. We want to see that one housemate that is ready to take the bull by the horns. We want to see that one housemate that is going to stand and stamp their authority, stamp their presence. Make sure the rest of the housemates, they feel their impact. In fact, trend on social media. Guys, beauty was trending like crazy. Not just only beauty, Daniela was also trending. Who else was trending? Fina was also trending. Fina is another female housemate I want to give accolades to. Fina was talking. Yes, she was very loud, but she made her impact felt. She made her voice heard. And although it resulted in the other housemate, trying to rain on her parade, trying to make her shrink for them to shine, but I loved the fact that she still stood out. And Fina was also trending, guys. I mean, it was huge. It was huge. And the likes of Beauty especially was trending for different reasons. People loved her, people hated her, but I feel like our mission for the first night of being in Biggie's house was achieved. Yes, the girl was trending. People were talking about her, and a lot of people were looking forward to seeing how the other housemates were going to handle her alpha female energy, our main character energy that she has brought on to the show. Now, moving on to the rest of the housemates, I must commend their efforts. Not the ones that went to bed earlier, no. I'm talking about the likes of Kes, the likes of Khalid, the likes of Saif, the likes of, what's his name now? What's this guy's name? The guy with the pink hair, Groovy, yes, Amaka. These people, they were literally up until this morning. I'm not talking about 2 a.m., 3 a.m. I'm talking about up until this morning, about 7 a.m. and even more. They did not sleep. They were still talking. They were still having conversations. They were still entertaining. They were still creating content. They were still holding the viewers, spellbound by their conversation, guys. It's no easy. I mean, these new set of housemates that Big Brother is giving to us this season, they are absolutely incredible. I am fascinated by their energy. It takes a lot of energy, for them to be able to stay up, up until the morning, just talking, guys. It was simply amazing to watch. It was simply amazing. And it was different. It was new. It was fresh. It was different. Anyways, if you ask me to rate these new housemates, this first 12 housemates, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would definitely score them a 10 over 10, a massive 10 over 10, A++. They really outdid themselves. I was really thoroughly impressed. I was richly entertained, although somehow at some point it was as though their conversation was a bit noisy, but hey, it's the usual thing that happens every season of Big Brother Naija. The first day is always very, very noisy. It gives you a migraine. So moving forward, I am looking forward to seeing the caliber of the second set of the housemates. I'm definitely looking forward to seeing what they are going to be bringing to the table, how their first night in Biggie's house is going to turn out to be. Now, this is the part where I get to pause talking and then allow you all to share with me your own experience, your virtual experience with the new housemates of the Big Brother Naija Season 7 Level Up Edition in the comment section below, alright? So just go ahead and share with me all of that right there, and I will respond to all of you as I see you guys on another episode of Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah. Do have an amazing, amazing new day. Bye.